everyone, this is Lily and she is going to be our model today. I'm going to give you the basics of how to groom a horse. We are going to start with their hoofs, then we're going to go to the mane and the tail, we're going to do some body work, and then finally the final touches. I think she knows that I have some treats in my pockets to embrace good behavior of standing still. It's a good way to make the grooming experience a positive one. So once you've tied your horse up safely, have taken off their blanket, you're ready to begin. So you want to make sure that they know where you are at all times so that they're aware of their surroundings. You don't want to accidentally spook them as they are really large animals. Brushing your hand down the leg. Once you get to about here and give a light squeeze, most horses will pick up their leg. And it almost looks like a V when it's all finally clean. And most hoof flicks come with a brush on the other side. So once you've kind of gotten the majority of the bigger dirt out, you can give it a quick brush to make sure that you've gotten all of the stuff that's deep and caked in. So I like to start with the hoofs just in case there was a rock wedged in or anything like that. It can be extremely uncomfortable for them to be standing on the solid rubber mats. And once we finish the hoofs, I move on to the mane and tail because I find the amount of dirt that comes out of there's no point in brushing the body first because you'll just have to rebrush again after. So you want to make sure that it is detangled so that you aren't pulling too hard. Although horses don't have near as much feeling as we do in our hair, it can still be a little bit painful for them. So you spray close to their body, sort of, it's okay, Lily. As you can see, her ears are going back. That's her listening to the spray bottle, so she knows. Starting there, and you kind of work your way up and down her mane. And you can see the tangly spots. Once my brush has a bit of a detangler on it, it definitely makes it quite easier. So it's important to make contact with your horse while you're back here. I mean, Lily is a very kind-hearted soul, so she's not going to do anything to me, but if she doesn't realize that it is me, thinks it's another predator or another object, she might lash out the wrong way. So I like to keep contact, and then once I grab her tail, I can pick it up and sort of just start spraying from the bottom to the top. Now with some horses, you may not be able to use a spray bottle. Some of them just can't get over it. So what people will do is just simply put it on their hand and transfer it to the horse's tail. Makes it a less traumatic experience for the both of you. So starting from the bottom, it's definitely quite a slow process, but you just eventually work your way up to the top until you've reached the top of the tail, and then you can continue in big long strokes to get any broken hairs. So once you finish brushing the mane and tail, you can start on their body. So to get this out of the way, as you can see there's a lot of mess, I like to just swing it around my arm like that and pull it through in a little knot so that it's up and out of the way of her legs. As you can see, this is an area that definitely collects a lot of dirt on horses. So this one, you can feel free to go down their legs and get the big humps. And then once the majority of the large stuff on mud is off, you can begin to use the bit more bristly brush. So this one can be used to get any of the deeper dirt and decay in there, and really to be polishing the legs of any of that sort of hard. And then once you finish their body with that, you can go on to the actual body brush, or some people call it a finishing brush. This really just gets any light dirt from the surface and kind of gives them a bit more of that body showing. So our second to last step is what I call a hoof oil, and I just put it on the outside of it. We start off with another big treat for positive behavior. Good girl, Lily.